Have you ever thought about starting a business with AI but had no idea where to start, how to get clients or what to sell? Well, I'm starting one right here on YouTube. From zero, with no clients, no niche and no team. Just my skills, a plan and you watching this journey unfold. In this video I'm going to show you exactly how I'm building my AI agency step by step. I'm gonna show you how I'm finding clients, what I'm building for them and how I'm gonna turn this into a real profitable business. And the best part is that you can follow this exact same plan to build your own AI agency even if you're starting from zero. So if you've ever wanted to turn automation and AI into a business, then this video is for you. Alright, so let's dive right into the strategy. The first thing I'm doing is super simple. I'm building 3 to 5 automations completely for free. But here's the catch, I'm not building them for random people on the internet. I'm doing it for people I already know, old colleagues, people who own businesses, creators and even friends of friends. And before you say something like, yeah, I don't know anyone that needs automation, trust me, you do. Everyone knows someone who runs a small business or someone who posts on Instagram or even someone who works at a job. Really, it's that simple. Literally anyone who works has something that can be automated. You don't need to know startup founders or tech companies. You just need to find someone who's doing something repetitive online. It could be your friend who's manually running a fitness page and manually posting reels. Or your cousin who's in HR and is manually formatting resumes. Or your friend's dad who runs an e-commerce store and is manually putting orders in an Excel file. And that's exactly where I'm starting, with real people that have real workflows with real data that's moving around every day. Why? Because that's how you learn what actually matters. Not by watching some YouTube guru telling you that you can sell these automations for I don't know how much. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why are you doing it for free? Well, here's the truth. I'm not actually doing it for free. I'm doing it for proof. So I'm not trading my time for money, I'm trading it for proof. Proof that I can deliver, proof that my systems work, and proof that clients get results. I'm building trust assets, screenshots, testimonials, messages, things that will sell for me later. Because here's the truth, nobody cares about how good your N8N workflow looks like, they care whether you can deliver real results or not. And the fastest way to get results when you're unknown is to remove the risk for the client. So basically you're not charging him, he doesn't have to pay anything, so you're removing the risk. And when you say, hey, I'm building this completely for free, people tend to open up. They give you data, they give you feedback, they tell you their workflows, you try to help them, you understand the problem, you find a solution, you find how you could build a workflow, how you can integrate AI in that. And the feedback you receive is gold. It tells you what automations actually save time or money and what people are willing to pay for next time. Plus, every time you're creating an automation, you're not just helping a friend, you're creating a case study, and case studies sell. You can use this all across your marketing, you can put them on your website, you can just put it in front of clients everywhere. So instead of paying for fake credibility or spending months on random templates that you find online, I'm buying my credibility with free value. Because the moment a potential customer sees that you've already built a system that they are asking for, you're no longer just some guy starting out. You're the person who will get them the results they need. That's how you go from zero to your first customers as soon as today. Just think of some people, put them on a list and then give them a call one by one. Okay, now let's talk about turning proof into clients. Once I deliver these 3 automations and get feedback, that's where the fun begins. I'll take these stories like we saved 2 hours a day or my Instagram is posting for itself, and I'll turn them into proof assets. Screenshots, quotes, quick Loom clips, even short testimonial videos, those become the foundation of my whole marketing strategy. Because now when I'm selling automations, I'm not just saying here's what I can do, I can say here's what I've done. And that's my proof engine. And with that, finally I can start running ads without fake promises or clickbaity headlines. My ads will show real automations that worked for real people. Think of how powerful that is. Instead of saying something like save time with AI, I can say this automation right here saved this fitness coach 4 hours every day. Here's the case study. This kind of marketing makes people stop scrolling because it's real. Okay, so if a fitness coach is scrolling on his Facebook page and sees another fitness coach that now saves 4 hours every day with a little AI automation, then for sure that fitness coach is gonna read more about it. Okay, and while I'm running these ads, I'll keep reaching out to my warm network. People who trust me mainly, and I'll show them what I've built. I'm certain that someone will say that, hey, my team also needs these automations, we want to save these 5 hours a day. And those are clients that you get without spending a single cent. If we're going a bit more technical, then I'm combining two types of growth engines. I'm going to cold outreach with paid ads and with free traffic through my network and people that I've already built automations for. And here's the thing, both of those work way better because of the proof I've built up front. I'm not selling ideas, I'm showing results. That's how you go from a random freelancer to a guy that knows what he's doing. You start small, collect real data, and let your work market itself. Okay, now here's what most people get wrong when they start. They think they need to pick a perfect niche before they start anything. They'll spend weeks brainstorming names, thinking of logos, researching industries, all without talking to a single real client. I'm doing it the other way around. I'm gonna build automations for different type of people. I'm gonna build it for creators, for agencies, for HR teams, for recruiters, for freelancers. And then I'll watch what happens. Because each automation I build gives me data. I learn who gets the biggest results, who's easiest to communicate with, and where the real money is flowing. Maybe I learned that content creators love the Instagram scheduling systems, or that HR teams go crazy over the CV builder. Maybe I'll see that agencies are the easiest to sell to because once I build the first workflow, they want 3 more. The point is that I let the market tell me what works instead of guessing. Once I start seeing a pattern like, hey, 4 clients want the same automation, then it's time to niche down. It's time to create a product, to turn that into something that you can easily customize and sell and scale. And that's when the business starts scaling, not because I picked the right niche in day one, but because I kept testing until I found the perfect one for me. So in the first phase, we aren't about perfection, we're about pattern recognition. That means search for patterns, see what customers actually want, and then build that and sell it to multiple people in the same niche. Because when you have that, then you can easily target people on Facebook, Instagram, or different social media platforms. Okay, right now I already got 3 clients. We're gonna talk about 2 of the 3 automations I'm building because I really haven't decided on the third one yet. The first automation I built is a CV template builder. Basically, it's used by HR teams, recruiters, or freelancers who want to use their CV fast. The actual customer is an HR team of a company that was spending like 4 hours on a CV at a time, and now with these automations they can finish it in less than 15 minutes. That's clear value, so you save 3 hours and 45 minutes for every CV you build. The automation is very simple. You feed it a PDF, then it goes through an AI agent to enhance the data, then it returns it in a clear format and a standard one, and then it goes to a template and pushes the data there so it has the same structure every time you run it, because all the companies want to have the same resume structure with their logo up top. The second one is a social media post creator and scheduler. You can kind of understand what it's doing from the name of it. Basically, it generates images, captions, and posts them to social media. This one is for a friend who is starting a new company in a few days, and we'll be testing that out soon enough. Okay, and these are the kind of automations that save businesses hours every week. I didn't sell the automation to the business, they told me what they do, and by understanding that, I came up with the idea of these automations. And this is exactly where I'm at right now in the process of delivering those to my clients and waiting for feedback. One of them I actually found while having a casual conversation with a friend, and when I was telling her what I'm doing, she said that she actually needed those services. And the other one is actually for a company I used to work for. For the third one, I used the same exact strategy I told you earlier. I took out my contact list, I wrote names on a piece of paper, and then I started calling. The first person I called actually wanted some automation. And that's it, it's that simple, no ads, no cold outreach, just paying attention to where people struggle and offering to help. I'll also be creating videos on this channel on how I'm building these automations, starting from the concept to deployment. So if you want to learn how to build these systems yourself, or just want to follow along my journey on how I'm growing this agency, then don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next uploads. You'll literally be watching me build this in real time. Okay, now that we've talked about the business side, let's discuss the technical part. I use tools like N8N to build workflows that connect apps and automate tasks. It's basically drag and drop logic. Each node does something, a small part of the workflow, so you can have a trigger, a scheduler, then you can have something that formats a file, something that, I don't know, connects to Google, an HTTP call. You just connect the dots and suddenly you have a system running by itself. And even when I need a small bit of code, I don't write it by myself anymore, I use ChatGPT for that. It gives me the code instantly, I tweak it, test it and move on. You don't need to know how to code to build these things. The tools we have available now had completely changed the game. You can build 80% of what businesses need without touching any single line of code. And even if you do encounter code, then you can use ChatGPT to do it instead of you. N8N, Make, Zapier, they all let you visually map logic. And for the other 20%, AI fills the gap. So if you're watching this and thinking, yeah, but I'm not technical enough, stop worrying about that. You don't need to know how to write functions or APIs, you just need to know how to break down problems into small repeatable tasks. Basically, that's all automation is. Taking a manual process, understanding the steps, and then teaching a tool to do it instead of you. The real skill isn't coding, it's thinking in systems. It's asking questions like, where's the manual work, where are we wasting time, which one of these steps always happens the same way. Once you can answer that, tools like N8N can do the rest for you. So yeah, I'm using my technical background, but only to simplify. My goal is to make this agency as low code as possible, so I can scale faster and so that anyone watching this can do the same. The tools are here, the logic is simple, you just need to start building. Okay, now here's my 5-step delivery process. Okay, step 1, we start with a quick discovery call, where I understand the processes and what's slowing them down. Step 2, I design the workflow visually with N8N so I can show them and have an overview of the automation. Step 3, I build it with N8N. Most of the automations that I'm gonna build with this agency are automations that are gonna take me 2 or 3 days of work. Step 4, I have another call with the customer to show him where we're at. And step 5, I send it over for feedback and adjustments. Once it's approved, they keep the automation and I keep the case study. Everybody's happy. That's how I start scaling proof one client at a time. Once I've built enough automations, I'll start noticing patterns. Maybe 3 clients asked for the same content repurposing workflow. Maybe 4 HR companies wanted resume builders. Or maybe every agency I work with needs a lead follow-up system. These patterns right here are gold because they show me what's repeatable. That's when I start turning these recurring builds into products. Pre-built automation templates that I can deliver fast with minimal customization. So instead of starting from zero with each client, I'll have a base version ready to go. That's the first real layer of scale, going from custom products to repeatable ones. That's when the fulfillment time drops, the quality goes up, and the margins start compounding. At this point I can bring in help, maybe a junior automation builder to handle the repetitive stuff, but until then I'm running this as a one-person business. Now let's talk about the bigger picture. The goal here isn't to make a few $100s on some random automations for some random clients. The goal is to build a real business that runs on system, not chaos. A business that scales with logic, not burnout. Think of every automation that I build right now as a seed. Each one becomes a reusable asset, something that I can deliver again, improve, and eventually turn into a full-blown product. That's the beauty of building an AI agency. Your work compounds. You're not just trading hours for cash, you're building frameworks that keep paying you over and over again. You start with 1 client, then 2, then 3, and then you realize, wait, these automations overlap. So you productize them, bundle them, and sell them again. Faster every time with higher margins, less effort, and more confidence. That's how you build leverage as a solo founder. You don't need investors, a team of 20, or even an office. You just need skills, systems, and proof. That's simple. And once the proof stacks up, it stops being a side hustle and it turns into a real company. One that can reach 7 figures, serve dozens of clients, and still run smoothly without you burning out. And the best part is that anyone can do this. So that's it guys, I'm building everything in public, the clients, the lessons, the builds, the failures, the success stories. And I'll share every step right here on this channel. If you want to follow the journey, subscribe and drop a comment with the kind of videos you want to see next.